To burdock. This is a wonderful herb that is native to both Northern Europe and Asia. So it's one that's been used in the West and in the East. And we're talking about Articum lapa. And I thought we'd dive in a little bit in this video to explore just some of it, how it's actually used in both these cultures. So this is an herb from a Western perspective, antibacterial, diuretic, diaphoretic, so it's going to sweat, it's going to help you pee, mild laxative, keep things moving. It's got lots of great properties to it. And from the Eastern perspective, it's largely recognized for clearing. It's a cool herb that releases to the exterior, so very good for clearing what we call wind heat. And these are, this is a pathogenic factor in traditional Chinese medicine that acknowledges heat symptoms that are invading externally, and you want to get them out before they dive in too deep. So your cold and flu symptoms, for example, are a great one that are commonly recognized. And this is a good herb for pushing things out before they get too deep. Same thing, it's very good for helping to vent rashes. So think measles in the early stages. Releases toxicity. Commonly, this is an herb in East or West that's primarily really respected for helping to cleanse the blood, support liver function, and even help heal skin conditions. Now, one of the key differences in its use from West to East is in the West, it's largely the root that's focused on. In the East, the root is favored for culinary purposes, even though it's respected for a lot of these blood cleansing properties and all of this. But it's the fruit / seed, depends on how you like to what you like to call it, that is used medicinally. So the fresh root has this wonderful, distinct aroma. Sometimes it's used as a coffee substitute. And you want to be aware when you're using the fresh roots to don't get into peeling them until you're ready to use them. They oxidate very easily. Same as like an avocado. If you peel it, it starts to turn brown. Our burdock roots will do the same thing. And so they are often soaked in a mild vinegar solution until you're ready to cook with them, just to help them keep that nice white color. Similarly, when you're harvesting the roots, you don't want to be cutting off that outer skin because, again, it'll oxidize. So scrub it clean, let it dry, and then it'll wait until you're ready to use it. And peeled and parboiled for a minute or two is a great way to prepare them because it helps release some of that bitter flavor, and they'll end up tasting kind of like artichoke hearts. Very, very delicious and nice as a dish on its own or mixed with other vegetables, or certainly, topping salads, things like that. They can even be pickled. So there's a lot you can do with the burdock roots. In China, it's the fruit seed that is used, and good quality is considered to be large with sort of a grayish red outer skin. And the roots are very popularly used there in culinary dishes. And in Japan, where it was introduced from China like centuries ago, it's also very popularly used in culinary dishes. So you'll see burdock popping up in many kitchens and still being very, very useful as a medicine. Visit whiterabbitinstituteofhealing.com, our herb directory, and find out more about this herb and how you can be using it. It has more applications than you may be aware of.